story is about how Diogenes sold himself into slavery. He rushed to the slavers and he told them, you know, I want to become a slave. And that's what I want to do. I want to become a slave. And they asked him, why did you do that? He said, so when you have a lion tamer, is the lion under the control of the tamer, or is the tamer under the mercy of the lion? And that's how he became a slave.
Genadi Soleiko is a rare human being, not just an artist. For me, he somehow encompasses a whole past century, the now, and the future. If there is any school of thought he identifies with, this would be metamodernism, yet I find the passion with which he pursues truth and meaning quite modernist. Our age is too ironic for such a level of dedication. It almost seems surreal and funny, as if we are living in the 70s with Chris Burden or Yoko Ono. He looks like a relic from some old performance art movie. I think he might actually be the only real metamodernist in my country currently.
So I wanted to go to Brazil and take a boat up the Amazon River, get to, you know, those slaver camps deep in the Amazon jungle, and sell myself into slavery. I found this guy who's kind of a contact in the Brazilian Amazon slave trade. He said he'd connect me. Of course, he got hit by coronavirus and he's dead. And I'm stuck here, and I don't know what I should be doing now. Well, I am gonna become a slave for real. Wouldn't it be a mockery to the world? I mean, we live in the 21st century and you can become a slave. If you think about it, that's a mockery of the world in and of itself. And it's something that you can take a plane ticket to go to, like almost like a tourist attraction. That's fucking insane. That's a joke in and of itself, a very godly joke. Dehumanizing yourself and then coming back to humanity, that's like the ultimate journey. That's like going to the metaphorical moon and back and bringing rocks and telling people about the moon, you know? Art is a jungle. It's like it's dark and it's scary and it has all these things that can kill you, but it's also really beautiful and it has all these lost civilizations in the jungle and it has all these, you know, never discovered animals and plants and whatever you can think about it. There's no other reason to do art if you're not going to the jungle.
At this point, I feel quite confused about the limits of modernism, postmodernism, or anything between them. We are at Genadi's house currently. He's out there in what he calls the art cave, and he's looking for a passable new guide for his jungle project. With Genadi, I have the feeling that he has never really had a past, that he has not emerged from anything. So I was very curious to see his home.
A thing that really changed my perspective on the world is Spider-Man. That's the first big philosopher that I encountered in my life. It's a morality story. All the time it's about like power and responsibility. I think that's the thing that really started me off on that path. It's like being 5 years old and thinking about like what Spider-Man is going through. I can read Foucault and I can read Baudrillard and I can read like Viktor Frankl and I can read Dostoevsky again with the. But am I reading them or am I reading the internet? What the internet does is that it makes history meaningless, because in the internet there's no past. There's only, you know, what you can find and what you cannot find. So if I am reading the internet, I would say that that's like as postmodern as you can be. At the same time, though, it's all real, so maybe it's kind of modern. So that maybe makes me a metamodernist, but that makes all of us metamodernists because we're all students of the internet at this point.
That short documentary is going to be about you, and it's going to be presented to drama students in a college in Dublin. Would you like to say something to them?
Yeah, quit school now. It's only holding you back. It's a system of oppression where you're hereby being judged by arbitrary principles by arbitrary people who don't really have any authority over you. So quit school.